Hello everybody, I hope you're having a good week. It's Carly here again with this week's video for Bookish Brits. After the reception I got for my last video about my least favourite YA cliches, I thought I'd film a part 2 because I had quite a few people asking me to do the next part, which was really nice. I'm really glad you all enjoyed the first video so much, and I hope you enjoy this one too. So in my last video I did a list of my 5 worst cliches in YA contemporary novels. So this week I'm going to do my worst 5 cliches from paranormal romance and dystopian and that sort of area of fiction. So the first one is probably the most obvious, and that is insta love. 2 characters meet at the beginning of the book, and 25 pages later they're declaring their love for each other, they're laying down their lives for each other, they're ditching their friends and family for each other, and we're supposed to believe that this is a healthy, realistic relationship. I know there's been a lot online written about insta love. It's just not my kind of thing at all. I know obviously when you're writing a book things are kind of sped up because of the time frame that's involved, but I do like to see a foundation of friendship or something before a relationship develops. I think one of the things that annoys me most about the whole instantaneous love thing is that often in paranormal romance or dystopia or books like that, the heroine is usually supposed to be saving the world or saving something in one way or another. She's usually the chosen one. There's usually a prophecy. She's got more going on than getting a new boyfriend, and this is what I don't understand. When she's supposed to be saving the world, why has she got time to faff around with like the new kid at school? Why has she got time for this? Maybe the world wouldn't be in such danger if she would just stop staring at boys and actually get shit done, and then once that's done, then she can go on a date. But save the world first, then boys. Number 2 on my list is quite closely related. It's the joy of love triangles. Yay! We all know and love them and got sick of them after about 2 books. Basically, if you're torn between 2 guys and you don't know which one you like the most, which one to go out with, don't go out with either of them, because if you liked either of them enough, you wouldn't be tempted by somebody else. If you're torn between 2 guys, you don't like either of them enough to be in a relationship with them, so ditch them and move on. And that's just the tip of the iceberg as to how much this annoys me. I may need to make a separate video just about how much I hate love triangles, but I'm going to leave it there. Number 3 on my list is the kick-ass heroine. I don't have a problem with kick-ass heroines, obviously. Strong female characters, blah blah blah, great, all of that. That's what we want. What I don't understand is why do they always have to be the chosen one, or there's a prophecy about them, or why does there have to be something so special? Why can't we see books that focus on normal girls in these situations, or girls like you and me in these situations? It's much more easy to relate to. What I also don't understand is they'll often have had like no training in any kind of area, and suddenly they'll pick up a sword for the first time and they'll be like an absolute master at it, and they have this hidden gift, and then they're really good at fighting. And I just really like to see some supernatural books that focus on more normal characters, more relatable heroines, people who aren't like perfect and untouchable and indestructible. It would just be really nice, I think, to read stories that can have supernatural elements but can focus on realistic characters who are more like you and me and more easy to relate to. While it's great to have these kick-ass heroines, it's great to have a Katniss every now and then, I think it'd be really nice to read about someone who's a bit more like what I would be like if I was suddenly told I was the chosen one and I was supposed to be saving the world, and I'd just be crap at everything when I first tried it. And I think it would be nice to read that angle of things once in a while. Number 4 is closely linked to number 3, but it irritates me that the main character always seems to be leading a revolution against something or someone. Why do they always have to be the leader? Why do they always have to be in charge? Why do they always have to be the dominant one? Why do they have to be the poster child? Why can't it just be somebody who is involved in something like this? Why do they always have to be special snowflake? I don't know. I don't like it. I like reading more about someone who's just like me, who I can relate to. Maybe that's why I don't gel so well with paranormal and things like that. Number 5, the last one on the list, is Oblivious parents, and this actually also covers a lot of things in contemporary as well. Why do people's parents never have any idea what they're doing? Or they're out of town all the time. Every time it's convenient for the character to have the house to themselves or be able to slip out undetected, their parents will just be out of town. How many parents really have jobs where they're out of town all the time? And why do they always leave their teenage children unattended? This isn't how it works in normal life. But in books, everyone's parents seem to just be out of town all the time, or just like not even notice where their kids are or what their kids are doing. I was a lot more protected when I was growing up. I don't know if that's me. I don't know if that's an English thing. I don't know what it is, but definitely when I was like 16 years old, my mum knew where I was, and she wouldn't just go out of town for like 3 weeks at a time. I don't know. Is that normal? Do you guys think that's normal? I don't get these oblivious parents that have no idea that anything is going on. There we go. So that's my next 5 things that annoy me in YA literature. As always, this is light-hearted. I still love YA. I still love books across all genres. These are just some things that get my goat. Since I made my first video, I've thought of so many more, so I might do another one of these further down the line. I also kind of want to make a love triangle video because starting to talk about it has reminded me how much it annoys me. Let me know, are there any of these that bother you? Are there any of these that don't bother you? What are your least favourite cliches? What ones do you think I missed? Okay, well, I will be back in 2 weeks' time, so I hope you guys have a good fortnight, and I will see you again soon.